For more on Yahoo's earnings and the company's future, we are joined by Katie Roof. She's senior writer and video host at TechCrunch. Thanks for being with us, Katie. Let's get right to my first question. Happy to have you. Well, Yahoo's, of course, biggest asset is its stake in Alibaba and Yahoo Japan. But how is its core business, the part that it sold to Verizon, doing based on what we learned in this latest earnings report?
Sure, they beat analysts' expectations, as you were saying earlier. They reported about 20 cents, and analysts were expecting 14 cents. And revenue was in line with expectations, coming in at 1.31 billion. So it's good news, although I think investors are mostly focused on the pending acquisition.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about the so-called Mavens? Now, CEO Marissa Meyer once said the Mavens, a financial metric introduced last year to track mobile, native, and social ads, would fuel growth at Yahoo. How is that segment looking?
Yeah, and that's doing better than their other businesses. This is the area of growth for them. It's basically mobile ads, social ads, native ads. It's an acronym for all those things, and video ads. And it's doing well. It's increasing. That's one of the few areas of Yahoo's businesses that's going up.
So it's increasing, but they still face considerable competition from Facebook and Alphabet, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very competitive landscape, and that's why AOL, which is owned by Verizon, wants to acquire Yahoo so that they can team up and help scale to compete with what's very competitive with Facebook and Alphabet.
Now, Katie, Yahoo didn't have a conference call after the earnings. Disappointing for you, I'm sure, as a journalist, because management didn't take any questions about its deal with Verizon or the data breach. What damage do you think the data breach has done to Yahoo as a brand?
Well, it definitely doesn't help. I know I personally deleted my Yahoo email, and I should disclose that I work at TechCrunch, which is owned by Verizon, and while I don't have any inside knowledge, it doesn't sound like this bodes well with Verizon. The legal counsel said last week that he feels that this is material, and so a lot of people are speculating that they may try to use this as leverage to renegotiate the deal. Yahoo is claiming they didn't know about this until after the deal was already finalized, but I think they'll definitely be looking into that.
Right, so they've mentioned that this could possibly mean that they could renegotiate the deal. At this point, do you think it's about renegotiation or getting rid of the deal entirely?
While it's possible that they could back out of the deal altogether, most people I've talked to seem to feel that the deal will go through, that Verizon is just going to try to get a pretty big discount, whether it's a few $100 million or some reports have suggested as much as $1 billion. It remains to be seen. My guess is it's not going to be a whole billion, but they probably will get dinged for this.
Okay, but what happens, though, if we do see a major renegotiation? What will this mean for Yahoo shareholders?
Well, ultimately, Yahoo shareholders are going to value the company or its core assets based on the price they think it's going to sell to Verizon. So the stock will go down if they think the acquisition price goes down. Yahoo's total market cap is larger because a lot of that is going to be put into a separate holding company, which will will still hold about a 15% stake in Alibaba and a larger stake in Yahoo Japan.
Okay, so you think this means more for Verizon's share price if the deal falls through than it does for Yahoo, because, as you said, you know, Yahoo's, as it exists, will be about Alibaba and Yahoo Japan, right?
Well, if the deal falls through, I mean, that would be obviously terrible news for Yahoo. As for Verizon, I think investors have probably mixed feelings about this deal. On the one hand, it would help Verizon scale, but on the other hand, Yahoo's core search business and advertising business have been in decline for some time now.
And what does this mean for Marissa Meyer having this sort of happen towards the end of her tenure?
Yeah, well, I think she's going to do okay financially, at least. There's been a lot of reports that she's negotiated a pretty hefty exit package, so it's most likely that she will not continue on in the company and probably could retire if she wants to, but she's pretty ambitious, so she'll probably do something or other here in Silicon Valley for some time.
Yeah, not too worried about her. Last question, though. In light of Yahoo's latest earnings, do you think Verizon could turn its core business around? I mean, as you said, you deleted your account. There's a lot of people who are concerned about safety at Yahoo, but do you think Verizon could make something out of it?
Well, do I think Verizon could turn around Yahoo's core business? I mean, I think it just depends on if they really are able to create synergies with AOL. There is a lot of overlap between the search and the email and messaging businesses, and of course their advertising businesses, so they're definitely hoping to make something of that. I mean, I guess it's probably the best attempt they have at competing with Facebook and Alphabet, but will they be able to overtake Facebook and Alphabet? That seems pretty hard. I don't think that's likely, but at least they can stay in the game with Yahoo.
Stay in the game, I guess it's all about. Thank you so much. That was Katie Roof, senior writer and video host at TechCrunch.